Hello everybody, Brother Briar joining you this afternoon, and today I'm going to give you my first thoughts on Samuel Gawith's Cabbie's mixture. This is a Virginia Perique. I have not tried this yet, so you will be getting my legitimate first opinion and first thoughts on this tobacco. I've cracked the tin already, stuck my nose down in there, and I gotta be honest, to me it smells exactly like Tabasco sauce, which you may or may not get the same aroma from the tin, but that's how it's hitting me. So I have not packed a bowl yet, but I will show you what it looks like right here. Okay, so when you take the lid off, you see there's like a little pouch inside, and what you have inside are these coins. You can see it's a combination of some darker and lighter tobaccos. The darker being in the middle is Perique, the lighter, as you see, is Virginia. It's like this is like a spun rope and then cut into coins, which is pretty nice presentation-wise. It's appealing in my opinion. It is very moist. I think this requires a little bit of drying time before you load and pack your pipe. So that's what I've done here. I've actually kind of rubbed some out and allowed it to dry for about 45 minutes to an hour. And right now it's about the perfect moisture content to go ahead and start smoking. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load my pipe, fire it up, and give you my first thoughts. Okay, I've got my brand new Lorenzo pipe here that I picked up at the wharf last weekend, and I'm going to go ahead and start packing my pipe. As I mentioned before, I let this dry for about 45 minutes to an hour. So it will pack nicely now without being too wet, and I think it should smoke pretty nicely. Now when I pack my pipe, I kind of do the 3-pinch method, you know, pinch, stuff, pack, pinch, stuff, pack. It works pretty nicely for me. I don't cram it in there, try to give it a little bit of pressure to pack nicely. Do test draw. Very nice. I'm going to try to top it off here. Okay. It's fairly windy here, so bear with me while I try to light this using some good old matches.
My tea, because the wind is starting to blow some of the ash into my tea. Almost. Okay. Avoided any major issues there, but didn't quite get it fired up yet, so bear with me.
Alright, I'm going to fast forward once I get this lit. Okay. Got it fired up. Kind of just getting a sense of the flavor here. So right off the bat, I think the Perique stands out more than the Virginia. I noticed that because of the spiciness, especially on the retrohale. It stings my nostrils a little more than I would like it to. I rely on my retrohale a lot to get an understanding of the flavor of the tobacco. And if the tobacco is too spicy, or if it stings too much, it kind of makes it difficult for me to enjoy the flavor. It's become a little more subtle, though. Oh, well, there goes my plate. Excuse me, 1 second. It's got a bit of a leathery flavor. That's the way it's hitting my palate anyway. If you've ever held a baseball glove to your face, it's kind of what this smell and flavor reminds me of. I like this. The more I'm smoking it, the more I'm enjoying it. The spiciness is still there. I still notice it in the retrohale, but it's not as potent as it was when I first fired up my pipe. I think the drying out has helped it quite a bit. I was worried it was going to be too burn hot and gargle a lot, and it's not doing that. Not yet, anyway. Can definitely tell it's a quality tobacco, though. I think it's too early to tell the nicotine content in it. Might smoke this down a little bit and give you some more thoughts on it, so I'll be right back. Thought I'd share with you, I'm drinking a little bit of tea with this. Specifically, Bigelow's Constant Comment. I highly recommend this tea. I grew up drinking it. It was my sister is the one in the family who kind of introduced this tea to us. Here's the label. If you've not tried this stuff, highly recommend you get some. It's got a little bit of orange rind in it and some, they call it sweet spice. I'm not sure exactly what's in it, but I would imagine maybe like an allspice or something like that. Very good. Put a little bit of honey in there. Really enjoy it. Sometimes coffee, if I drink coffee while I'm smoking a pipe, the flavor of the tobacco distorts my palate and I don't enjoy the taste of the coffee as much. But with tea, it's an entirely different thing, and I'm not sure why that is. For some reason or another, my palate seems to remember the taste of tea when I'm smoking a pipe, but it doesn't do that with coffee. Side note. Okay, so I'm almost finished with this bowl, and I gotta say I really enjoy this tobacco. It's unlike any other Virginia Periques that I've tried, in a good way. For some reason, a lot of Virginias tend to at least in my opinion, seem a little more heavy on the nicotine, which I don't necessarily think is a good thing. And this is very, very mild. I'm not feeling anything at this point. And the flavor is excellent. It still has the same flavor even down at the bottom here that I had when I started, which is that kind of that leathery, peppery flavor. It's been a nice dry smoke the whole time, surprisingly. I think the 40 minutes of drying time really helped with that, so I would recommend that if you haven't tried this before to do that. Thumbs up. So there you have it. Cabbie's mixture. Go check it out. Be sure to leave me your comments, any feedbacks if you had a different experience with this tobacco, or if you agreed or whatever and you want to share some comments, go ahead and do that. Love to hear your feedback. And be sure to subscribe to my channel too if you enjoyed watching this. I'll try to do more of these kinds of videos in the future. So, hope you guys are having a good week, and we'll see you next time. God bless.